What's up, y'all? Rezin47 here once again, and today I'm going to be doing a video that I've actually done before, but it was on my old channel, and I hate how that one came out, so I'm going to redo it over again and do it right this time. And I'm going to be ranking Twiztid Psychopathic Records Discography, and a couple of reasons why I'm just doing their psychopathic shit is because yeah, I know I know all of it from the top of my head. And another thing is I don't really know everything they've done in M&E. I just don't like the music they're doing nowadays. Like the fucking unlikely prescription shit, I hate it. The fucking rapping, they suck now, in my opinion. If you like it, more power to you, but it's just my opinion. And another reason why I'm doing this over again is because they've recently been re-releasing their psychopathic albums on CD, vinyl, cassette for their 25 years of Twiztid campaign. Like they did w.i.c.k.e.d, Abominations, and they just did Freak Show. And I saw in May they're also going to be doing Green Book and Mutant. I might pick up that Green Book one because I don't know if they're going to re-release like all their albums or just a few. I hope they fucking do all of them because I would love a Most Tasteless vinyl, a Mirror Mirror vinyl cassette I've been wanting for fucking years. But introduction out of the way, let's just get down to ranking the albums themselves. Alright, starting up with my least favorite Twiztid Psychopathic album is going to be the pick that most fucking juggalos would also go with. It's going to be Mutant Volume 2. Second part to their double album they did in 2005. This came out like a month after Mansmith in July. And this is pretty much I'm trying to do like a rap rock album because if you listen to like if you pay attention to like the sequencing of the record, that's how it does. It's like the first track is a rap song, and then a rock song, and then it repeats that pattern like until like the end. But this album gets fucking crucified by a lot of juggalos, and I don't necessarily blame them, but I look at it more optimistically. Like there is some shit on here that is fucking dope. Like the Transformation of a New Civilization is one of my fucking favorite Twiztid songs. That beat is just fucking menacing. Oh, well, it's not here. Familiar. That's how Twiztid should do rock music, like nowadays. Because Mad Jock's singing on there is fucking great, and the music sounds like it was played live. What else is on here? Madness, Fantasy, The Truth Will Set You Free, Triple Threat, but on the track list it's fucking misspelled as Triple Threat, like you're supposed to say like Mike Tyson would say it. But those are pretty much all the songs I like on here. Like the other shit on here, like fucking like Mannequin, that is, what the fuck were they thinking with that? Respirator is fucking gay. Just like most of the rock songs in here are not good. Like Familiar is the only good rock song on this album, but majority of the rap songs are good though in my opinion. So my least favorite Twiztid Psychopathic album is Mutant Volume 2. And if one more thing before I go on to the next, I think the DVD makes up for like some of the shit on the actual CD, because you get like the Purple Show, and you get like the Making of the Story of Our Lives video, and it's got like the instrumentals for the album. So yeah, so that's Mutant Volume 2, my least favorite. And next up, it's going to be from, this is another album that doesn't really get talked about when it comes to them, but I think it's a fucking great record. It's going to be Independence Day, their 6th album from 2007. This came out like on July 3rd, so really literally before Independence Day. And I like to play on words because it's like, this is like their fucking feature album. Like, you know, they kind of did that with Green Book, but they went the extra distance on this one. That they got a lot more motherfuckers on this one, and a lot bigger names too. And this is the reissue. Wish I could say I had the OG that glows in the dark, but no. And I'll pull out the fucking disc, but the back art is the same as the disc. And this poster they have right here is dope, but again, I wish I had the OG because the poster in the original is way better. It's got like Vlad the Impaler, Dracula shit on there. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, you just get ad for Clockwork. You just get like a fucking Clockwork Gray ad. This is like the 08 reissue. But Yeah, this is a pretty dope album right here, man. You get Welcome Home, again, one of my other favorite Twiztid songs. The sample, like the string sampling they use on that shit is so good. Sex, Drugs, Money, and Murder with Dayton Family. Hurt Someone with fucking DJ Quick and the Dog Pound. They fucking pulled DJ Quick and the Dog Pound for their album on a Psychopathic release. That is fucking unthinkable. And I think Magic Monoxide held their own with those three. What was on here? Bust Your Head Open with Blaze. Raw Deal, the Juggalo song, everyone knows that. My favorite track on this album is How I Live featuring Proof. I love the fucking beat on that. That was like one of the last songs Proof recorded before he died in like 2006. So yeah, that's I just love the vibe that song has. What else you got here? You get the Posse Cut Barry Malt with like Tech 9, Chris Calico, and Potluck. That was pretty dope. But yeah, man, solid album for 2007. Independence Day, you know, around this time, shit wasn't looking too good as far as like ICP goes. They were doing the whole Tempest thing, but Twiztid and Blaze were holding it down with their records from this year. So Independence Day from 2007, and next up at I don't know how many albums I got here, but this album gets crucified a fucking lot by a lot of juggalos. But I personally, I fucking fuck with this record a lot. Heartbroken and Homicidal from 2010. A lot of people hate this shit because this was like supposed to be like the follow-up to like the fucking w.i.c.k.e.d album, and a lot of people thought, what the fuck is this emo shit? But it's not really like that bad, you know. They're just talking about getting fucked over by treacherous bitches like for the whole time on this album. But I think like their rapping makes up for it. Got this notebook here is pretty crazy. It's got like a fucking like journal kind of deal, and like if you hold it up to a black light, there's actually like actual like pre-written entries in it. Crazy. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna say like this is a fucking classic or whatever, but it is a dope album, and I like how they put like a little twisted pencil in like the jewel case. But what else on here? What's on here? You get Spiderwebs. What I'm feeling is one of the fucking best songs Twiztid's ever done lyrically. Like they destroy that shit, especially Monoxide. What's on it? Also here, Apples. PSA was dope. It's All Matter. I'm Stuck's fire. Heard Enough is fucking great. That shit's killer. What else on here? Cyanide. All the Rest. That's like an underrated. You know, Twiztid's really good at doing their closing tracks. I think All the Rest is one that gets overlooked. But yeah, man, this is a dope album. One of the. Yeah, I mean, I think like from 2009 to 2012, Psychopathic had like a brief, like fucking it's like the brief like resurrection, and I think this album deserves to be in that mention. Heartbroken and Homicidal, Twiztid, 2010. Next up, this shit is underrated as fuck. I can see why, because it's not like as good as their first 4 records. This being their 5th one, but I don't know. I just have like a special sentimental attachment to it because it just reminds me of my childhood. Also from 2005, Man's Myth Volume 1. This was their full-on. This is them trying to make like a traditional hip hop album, and I think they did a great job at this shit. The beats in here pretty tight. You know, the rapping is tight. They talk about like a variety of different shit, like fucking religion and government and all that shit. And they still keep the w.i.c.k.e.d shit in there too, like with like songs like Won't Die, where they're talking about like being invincible, like being able to die but still being able to feel pain. That was dope. And again, the DVD down here is really fucking dope. You get the Behind Man's Myth, which I watched back in the day. I watched all that all the fucking time. And you get like the fuck else is on there? You get like the Gathering of 4 performance, and also I fell out. But another thing, the fucking booklet on here, one of the best booklets I've ever fucking seen. Like, oh my god. I'll watch my top 10 CD packagings video because I believe that's in there, and I'll go through the whole booklet. But I'll save time with this. But dope album, you know. It was like a real like departure from what they were doing with the first 4, but it's still good. You got like Karma, Story of Our Lives. That's like a fucking classic. They played on all their shows. lyrically insane, all that shit. Won't Die, as already mentioned. So High, that's probably my second favorite lead song they did behind Bags. Off the Chain. The beat's dope on that, but the lyrics make no fucking sense. Controversy, that's a dope song. Feel This, fucking great. The Argument. That's another good like bitch song they did. Kind of like in the Heartbroken Homicidal kind of way. And then you get the bonus flavor, which is the Twiztid, like the Psychopathic Records doing their version of the Loonies' is I Got Five on it, and I think they fucking killed it. Like, yeah, they really they were like Fritz didn't just jack the beat like writers. Like Fritz remade the beat, which was also cool. And yeah, this is a fucking sleeper right here. Man's Myth Volume 1. Great album from 2005. Now we're getting into like their fucking masterpieces right here. And I originally had this rated higher, but I recently went back, like not too long ago, I went back and listened to this start to end, and it's great, but not as like over like oh my god as I first thought it was. But this is a fucking masterpiece. w.i.c.k.e.d. Wish I Could Kill Every Day, 2009. This is the fucking the 2019 10th anniversary issue where they did the black and red cover. That looks hard. And yeah, this is like the first Twiztid album I remember being around for the release for, because I was like fucking 8 when this came out. But I like how they redid everything with like a blood red tint to it. Like, look at that. That's fucking hard. And the book was pretty much the same as the OG, except everything has like a red tint to it. But this is like a lot of people say this is their darkest album, and I would say it plays out like a fucking horror movie. The intro track, Wicked, Madrox's poem on that shit. Kill With Us, Buckets of Blood, ha 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 ha. I just call Laughing Like a Lunatic. That video is fucking crazy. Death Note, Crossroads Inn, all of the above. That song, that's real depressing shit right there. Whoop Whoop, That's Wicked. I fucking love that. That brings me back. They Told Me, When I Get to Hell, and then the fucking bonus tracks on here fucking suck. Like Cat the Show, awful. Gothic Chick, unlistenable. It Don't Stop was decent with the Queen sample, but as far as the main 15 tracks, this is a fucking classic. One of the best albums to come out from Psychopathic after the first Deck era, for sure. Wicked, Wish I Could Kill Every Day, 2009. And I also have it on vinyl too, and I have seen like what the 25-year vinyl looks like. It looks dope, but I don't think I'm gonna get it because I already got the fucking vinyl already. And speaking of which, this is also another album they just did the 25-year thing for. And this, if someone said this was their best album, no argument for me. I'll say this. I think this is lyrically the greatest album in Psychopathic Records history. Abominations, 2012. Like I said, a lot of people's favorite Twiztid album, and I'm not mad at that because, like, how do you fucking go? Okay. How do you go from this to this within a matter of 2 fucking years? That's fucking unreal. The music itself on here, the musicianship is fucking amazing too. This is the 2018 reissue with both bonus tracks. I used to have the Madrox version when it came out. Picked it up at Best Buy, so I was able to dodge the whole pre-order headache. But yeah, man, what the fuck can be said about this hasn't been said already. It's a classic. I think that's like undeniable about this point, it being 10 years old. Bad Side. Right out the start there, fucking annihilating that shit. Unstoppable. Rep that Wicked, man. Blood All I Need. Fucking extension chords. My favorite track on this album is Coin Flip Lunatic with fucking Royce da 5'9". They held their own with fucking Royce right there, who's like one of the like most lyrically tightest MCs in hip hop history. What else on here, man? The title track Abominations with the Clowns. That's like the last song both of them did together. And Jay's voice sounds really good on that. Jay's voice sounds fucking dope on that song. Nightmares, Second to No One, which has Shaggy on it. Love Don't Live Here Anymore. That's like one of those songs that you could fucking play for anybody. Not even like they don't have to be in a hip hop. They don't have to be a juggalo. Anybody off the street, you could just play them that song and they'll probably dig it. Whew, what a fuck, my god. And then between the two bonus tracks on here, which one do I like more? I have to say the Madrox one, Return of the Pervert. Like a fucking sequel to the old school Pervert song from Psychopathic from Outer Space. And yeah, man, fucking classic. I'll say this is like lyrically one of the greatest albums I've ever fucking heard in my life, just in hip hop itself. Like that's how fucking good they are on this album. It's fucking insane. Like especially Monoxide. Like get the fuck out of here. Abominations by Twiztid, 2012. Masterpiece. Let me get this. Hold on, let me get this shit fixed right here. All right. Next up, I believe this is number 4 now. Yeah, number 4. Again, like with these top 5, like if someone said that, like any of these were their favorite Twiztid album, no argument from me. Coming up at number 4, I would say their most iconic album, Freak Show, 2000. Dropped on the same day as ICP's Bizarre Bazaar, known infamously as Juggalo Christmas, October 31st, 2000. This just came out on a vinyl, and that's like 25-year edition vinyl of this shit. Looks fucking insane. It's got like a fucking full booklet. Look at that shit. And I always fucking love this pic right here with like the lightning bolt striking down on the demon. Dog, so fucking good. I'd love to have that as like a poster. But yeah, man, this is like one of the Psychopathic's defining albums right here. Mutant X, I Was Born Accident, Off the Ripper, Free Spirit, Buddha, Mind Drifter, We Don't Die. What, like that song speaks for itself. Fall Apart, Do You Really Know? I like the fucking Doors cover. People Are Strange. That was pretty dope. I Wanna Be, Bags, like I said, my favorite Twiztid Weed song. Mutant X is also my favorite track on this album. Empty, that's a song that people don't really talk about, but I like it. It's like pretty much their first full-on rock song. I think they did a good job on that. Where it's going down with fucking 3-6 Mafia, man. My god. Broken Wings, another sleeper. Different, I'm Alright. I'm Alright is like, again, real depressing shit right there. And you know, it's another crazy thing about that song is that actually, and I'm Alright, they never cuss once on that shit. Which is fucking it's always impressive when a rapper can pull it off. But, yeah, man, Freak Show, 2000, like, look at that fucking cover, like, if you saw this in, like, a fucking record store, you would stop and be like, what the fuck is this? That shit, that doesn't look like something you would see on, like, a major label. Freak Show, 2000, 5 out of 5, masterpiece. This can't be fucked with. And, number 3, top 3 now. Most people's favorite Twiztid album, and, I can see why. I was just bumping it, like, yesterday, matter of fact. And it turns 20 later this year. I might review it. It's, man, come on, The Green Book, 2003. Came out on July 1st, 2003. In my opinion, that might be the best year in Psychopathic Records history. I'm happy to say that I do have the OG. That does indeed have the coveted fucking plastic cover. That might be the fucking best booklet I've ever seen in any CD ever. That fucking booklet is something else. And, something small, but I like, how they just left the fucking tray card blank, like, just white. It plays into the fucking book theme of the album, which is really cool. But, yeah, man, fucking 5 out of 5 again. With this one, you get, White Trash with Tattoos. That's a fucking summer anthem for me. Afraid of Me. Wondering Why. I'm the Only One. The World is Hell remix with Isham. I think that verse E did, that's the best thing Isham did on Psychopathic. Nicotine, the short Monoxide track. Serial Killer with Tech 9. Marsh Lagoon, of course. Frankenstein with Blaze Your Dead Homie, going by Colton Grundy at the time. Ham Shabam, of course. Ham Shabam, that's like real scary shit. That's my favorite track on the album. The fucking, oh my god. They need to redo that video over again and like make it a live action video with Twiztid themselves in person in the car going through the whole storyline, and then the album signs off with Darkness. Darkness is like, that's just good. Oh my god, that's just good as like a fucking like a rock song by like an actual rock band, like a fucking Bruce Violet or a Patch Trick. It's that fucking well done. And this is the Green Book for 2003, a fucking masterpiece. Most people's favorite Twiztid album. I can see why. It's their most well put together record. I would definitely say that. So that is that. And then this might be the wild card right here, making this album this high up. But it's my opinion. You can do your own Twiztid ranking. I know a lot of people have done it. So I'm not the first one. But anyone who knows me know I'm like one of the biggest fucking fanatics of this record right here. And I don't consider it EP. This is a fucking LP. You know, straight up. Mirror Mirror, 2002. Man, right there. My favorite album cover of all fucking time. So dark. It paints the fuck. You know what the album's gonna sound like when you see this. And obviously no title, nothing on the back. You open it up and then you get the track list. 11 songs. And I'm not really like a tattoo person, but if I were to get one of them, I'd probably get like this 3 design right here. That looks so cool. Right, then yeah, man, what do you get on here? You get you get the intro, Mirror, Reflection, The World. The World is like, okay, that's not only my favorite Twiztid song. The World's in my top 10 songs of all time from all artists and all genres. Yeah, that fucking I don't know what the fuck they were smoking when they made that beat, but yeah, that 3-track sequence at the beginning is super fucking brutal. And then it kind of comes down with like Through Your Eyes and What's That, Left Field. Left Field is Vontae's best guest verse ever. Can't, spelled TNT, that's an underrated one. Alone, again, underrated as far as Twiztid rock songs. And then You're the Reason, still a fucking great song nowadays. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, man, you know, fucking masterpiece. The production on here, I'd say, like, my opinion, this is the best produced Psychopathic album. My opinion. I just love the dark fucking basement sound this whole record brings. So this is Twiztid, Mirror Mirror 2002. I did a review of this last year, so if you want more thoughts on this, check that out. And then number 1, not only my favorite Twiztid album, my favorite Psychopathic Records album of all fucking time. And so dope that they released it twice, as I said, and kept grinding. Most Tasteless, the original from 1998, and again in 1999. Just for time's sake, I'll just show off the OG. I love one of my other favorite covers ever. Madrox Monoxide and the Portal. No Peoples with the blue, with like the fucking hoodies. I love the back too with like the MRIs and all the fucking weed. Even like the inside with the fucking, you know, the picture again with the blue tint and the Mr. Bones Brain Dead lyrics. Yeah, man, this is not only my favorite Twiztid album or favorite Psychopathic album. This is in my top 20 albums of all time in all genres. This specific version too, but this is just as good. Fuck, like, yeah, like on the same, like on par. What's on here, man? You get Secondhand Smoke, of course. Die When the Fuck Could Die, one of the hardest songs fucking ever. My favorite on here, Murder, 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 of course. Like, that's another song you could play for, like, you don't have to be a juggalo to appreciate that song. If you just love, like, hardcore, mid-90s, boom bap, you'll fuck with that. First Day Out, 98, of course. Cover it. They took, like, the worst song on the first Joker's card and made it a classic with that shit. Somebody Dissing You, Meat Cleaver with the Clowns, and Misery. What the fuck, that shit. Renditions of Reality, one of my favorite sign-off tracks of all time. And then on the OG, you get Since You're Too Fucking Lazy to Turn This Shit Off, laming off the Twiztid Hotline and shit. So that's the OG. But then again, on the reissue, You get 5 new tracks, all produced by Mikey Clark, and it's like remastered, so like the music itself is louder when you listen to it. And on here you get Rock the Dead, Blink, Mad Drugs on fucking Blink, dude. Fuck my life. What else is on here, man? Bury Me Alive. That's probably my favorite, like, reissue exclusive track. But Blink, man, I don't know. What else is on here, man? Spin the Bottle, Hound Dogs with Blaze and the Clowns. I think that's like the first time people heard Blaze before the EP was out. And, yeah, man, that's my favorite Twiztid album. Those Tasteless. And, fuck it, I'll say it right now. Review for this coming soon. Like, maybe next week. I'm almost done writing my notes. So, be sure to, fucking hit that subscribe fucking thing. And stay tuned. Because I'm about to break down this album. Both versions. So, we're gonna get all 19 tracks. So, that's my Twiztid Psychopathic Discography ranking. Make sure, if y'all like this, fucking share it, subscribe. And if y'all got any disagreements, instead of bitching about it, drop your ranking in the comments instead. And, y'all again, like I said, I'll see y'all next time when I drop the most tasteless review. And I'm out of here for the night. See ya.